What if I told you that the way we choose to invest, to spend, and to make money could shape not only our own future, but the very world we live in? Imagine having to decide between two investments. One offers higher returns, but capital industries that harm people or the planet. The other promises less profit, but contributes to a healthier and more just society. Which would you choose? Today we're diving into the fascinating and often uncomfortable question: ethics versus profitability. How far can we really go? For decades, finance has been portrayed as a numbers game. Cold, logical, focused only on maximizing profit. But the truth is, behind every number, there are human lives, communities, and ecosystems impacted by those financial decisions. Think of your money as a vote. Every dollar you invest or spend is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. Traditionally, businesses and investors have operated with one key principle: maximize shareholder value, profit above all else. This mindset built industries, created jobs, and yes, made many people rich. But it also led to major problems: sweatshops, exploiting workers, pollution destroying our environment, and financial crises caused by greed and a lack of responsibility. So here's the dilemma. If profit is the only goal, we risk losing sight of the values that make our world livable and just. In recent years, things have started to change. Concepts like ESG, environmental, social, and governance, or impact investing, have entered the mainstream. These approaches say profit is important, but it's not everything. For example, instead of investing in a company that produces weapons, you might choose one that develops clean energy. Instead of buying from a corporation known for human rights abuses, you might support businesses that empower local communities. The goal isn't to abandon profitability, it's to balance it with purpose. Let's take Patagonia, the outdoor clothing company. For years, they've put the planet at the center of their mission, even donating profits to environmental causes. Guess what? They've still grown into a billion-dollar brand, considered Tesla. Love it or hate it, the company proved that electric vehicles could be both profitable and revolutionary for the environment. On the flip side, look at companies caught in scandals, like those tied to child labor or environmental disasters. Short-term profits may have been strong, but reputational damage and consumer backlash cost them billions. Of course, ethical investing is not always the most profitable in the short term. There will be times when the unethical option offers higher immediate returns. And here's the honest truth. Choosing ethics sometimes means accepting slightly lower profits, at least in the beginning. But the question is, what's the cost of maximizing short-term returns at the expense of long-term sustainability, justice, and human dignity? The good news is, studies show that companies with strong ethical and sustainable practices often perform better in the long run. Why? Because they build trust, they avoid legal battles, and they stay ahead of changing regulations and consumer expectations. So maybe the real question isn't ethics versus profitability. Maybe the smarter question is, how can ethics drive profitability over time, you might think? This is all about big corporations and Wall Street, not me. But remember, you have power. When you choose your bank, when you invest through your retirement account, when you buy products at the store, you are casting your vote. You're shaping demand. You're sending a signal to the market. Ethical finance is unjust for billionaires or governments. It's for everyday people like you and me. So how far can we go? The answer depends on each of us. Ethics and profitability don't have to be enemies. In fact, when aligned, they can be powerful partners in building a better future. The next time you make a financial decision, ask yourself, what world am I funding with my money? Because at the end of the day, money is not just numbers on a screen, it's a tool. And the way we use it determines not only our personal success, but the legacy we leave for generations to come. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Together, we can make finance a force for good.